What's up, guys? So here are the 3 root causes of my anxiety. Go ahead and smash that like button down below if you're ready to kick anxiety in the butt. Leave me a comment throughout this video and let me know what your causes of anxiety are if you have figured those out. If you're struggling with it, go ahead and let us know down below so we can give you some support, some advice, and we can help you out with that. So guys, finding the root causes of your anxiety is easier said than done. It took me 2 years out of the 5 years of suffering from panic disorder, health anxiety, social anxiety, depression to figure this out. I was diagnosed with panic disorder at the age of 20, had 5 to 10 of those a day, led to my health anxiety. I was terrified about having heart disease, and then I graduated to cancers that I thought I was having, many doctor's visits. Then that developed into social anxiety. I was ashamed and embarrassed about this. I pushed people away, people pushed me away, people didn't understand what I was going through. So I had a horrible time communicating and being around people socially. And then that turned into depression because I just felt like I was never gonna get better. I felt hopeless. But then I recovered. So guys, it took me a long time. I spent about a year in recovery. But once I figured out my root causes, things got a lot easier. Now I have 3 of them, but I suspect that there are probably more mini causes or maybe some major ones from my early childhood that I haven't really pinned down. But the 3 that I figured out have helped me tremendously, enough to basically recover from my anxiety disorders. So that's good news. So the first one, guys, was my lifestyle. It was terrible. I was unhealthy. I was drinking, I was smoking, I was partying, I wasn't eating right, I wasn't exercising, I was job hopping, I dropped out of college. I was unhealthy physically and mentally. Now on the outside, I was having fun, you know, like, I was partying all the time. That was my lifestyle. That was my lifestyle. And finally, this stuff caught up to me because while I was chill and having fun on the outside, my subconscious was working. It was worrying about this. It was all adding up. And basically, subconsciously, I was worried that it was going to catch up to me. That one day I was going to succumb to this. That I was going to die or overdose or get a disease from it. And finally, after a 2-day bender of me overdoing it like usual, I didn't sleep any for 2 days. You know, I was drinking like a fish, smoking like a choo-choo train. Didn't get any sleep. So I came home and I had a palpitation. I guess physically I'd had enough. My heart rate shot up, and then I had a horrible 6-hour-long panic attack, which led to me having 5 to 10 of those every single day. So finally, my subconscious let me know, let my conscious mind and conscious world know that something was wrong. And it took me a while to figure this out. I was just thinking that something bad was happening. I didn't realize that all the things that I was doing in the beginning is what caused me to have this anxiety. So once I figured that out, guys, I started eating right, I started exercising, I stopped drinking as much, I stopped smoking completely, I started to, you know, do the right things that I needed to do. Basically the things that I tell you at the end of my videos. That helped me tremendously. I started giving myself reassurance that I was okay. This significantly helped me with my panic attacks and definitely helped me with my health anxiety. So yeah, the next one, guys, was genetics. Genetics were not in my favor. My immediate family especially had anxiety disorders, most recent being my sister. But I have a lot of people in the distant family that have anxiety disorders as well. So immediate family, of course, plays more of a role in you. If your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, and I would even put grandparents there. Now, whenever you start getting further out, it probably doesn't have as much of an effect, but it can still have some factor towards you having an anxiety disorder. So the odds are not in my favor, and unfortunately we can't do anything about genetics. That's just something that we have to deal with. You know, that was written in our genetics from the day we were born. So genetics was a role for me. Now the third one, guys, is an interesting one, and it was just because I was negative basically my whole entire life. I had everything that I could have wanted or needed whenever I was a child and in high school. We always had something to eat. We always had a nice home. We always did fun things together. We had great holidays. Whenever I was in junior high and high school, I started to excel. I was an honor student. You know, I had the girl. I had the friends. I was popular. Everything was going good for me. Everything was going good for me. But I still saw the glass half empty. I don't know if this is something that happened from birth. I highly doubt that. I think negativity is a learned behavior. Unfortunately, it's a learned behavior, I believe. I think for me especially. And this really started to take a toll on me as life went on. finally my negativity got to an all-time high. And then it definitely didn't help me recover from anxiety. Definitely did not. I had to learn how to be positive, and let me tell you, that was one of the hardest things I've ever done, was try to turn my negative mind to a positive mind. So basically, negativity, I was already vulnerable to an anxiety disorder because of how negative my mind was, regardless of the situation, regardless of everything that I had in my life. I should have been a happy person, right? Everything good was going for me, but I was just a negative person. Like I said, I think there might be a couple other factors that could have something to do with my anxiety disorders. I'm suspicious of that, but I really haven't figured it out. So guys, of course, there are things you can do to figure this out. I know some of you are struggling with this, and I'll probably have a video specifically over this. But guys, the meditation in the morning and the evening, guys, will help you a ton. And sometimes writing these things out in a journal. There's a meditation journal video that I'll put up at the end of this that combines both of those. So if you're having trouble with doing either or, that's going to help you a lot. So be sure to check that out. And if you don't want to do that, guys, just have self-reflection time periods where you just sit still and you're quiet and just think. It doesn't have to be a guided meditation. It doesn't have to be. If that seems to help you out, do it. If you're religious, guys, do more scripture, more praying. Prayer helped me a lot. I know not everybody's religious. Sorry, but I'm still going to share what helped me. The other thing that you can do, guys, is just ask. Especially if things happen to you whenever you're a young child. I still find out things from my parents, my grandparents, and family members that I never used to really talk to, that I talk to now, about things that happened to me whenever I was a small child, and it leaves me kind of wondering, I wonder if that had anything to do, with my anxiety disorders today. And it could have. Ask around. Ask family friends. Ask your parents. There just might be something that your parents just haven't mentioned to you that might have something to do with your anxiety disorder. Take a look at your lifestyle. See what's going on. Also, look at the time right before you were diagnosed or right before your anxiety disorder, came to fruition, and examine what was going on there. That's another good clue. So guys, I hope you got some value out of this video. Like I said, please like this video, guys, and leave me a comment. Let me know what your root causes are. If you figured those out, congratulations. Things are going to get a lot easier from here on out. But if you haven't figured them out, you're struggling, still leave me a comment and let me know what's going on. Why are you struggling? What part of this is the most difficult for you? So guys, I hope you got a lot out of this. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit that notification bell so you can get updates when I put my video out. I will have that meditation journal link down in the description below so you can check that out. Join that Facebook group down below. We're over 1,600 members. Any anxiety disorder sufferer is welcome in that group. It's a great support group, so you need to be joining things like that. Aside from that, guys, my Snapchat, my Twitter, my Instagram is down below as well, so we can stay connected that way. My Patreon account is down below. It's $1 to get in to be a patron for the channel. It supports the channel, so I got many rewards in there, so be sure to check all that out. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a great rest of the day.